A former Bellevue City Council member is headed to prison after a 2025 assault. Joseph Burkhart pleaded guilty to assault, theft, grand theft of a firearm, and 2 counts of aggravated drug possession. Tonight, he was sentenced to 4.5 years behind bars. Deputies say the case started with a violent domestic call on Sinclair Street in September of last year. There, they found drugs and other evidence. They later caught Burkhart, that is, after he tried to run and ditch narcotics on Madden Street.